So Meek Mill then also voiced his frustration with Atlantic Records. So he tweeted out, "So look, I made Atlantic Records hundreds of millions and let them rape me out of Roddy Ricch, an artist they came to me about in jail. They're still saying I can't drop music until 9 months after my last album got blackballed. Just rapped Buildings and Nina Art with talent." I don't know what the fuck that has anything to do with it. "Roddy, my youngin' still, but that label separated us instantly when the millions came in from him. Same thing they try to do with me and Rose. It takes a long time to catch up to because most of them tied in for the love of some money, artists scared to speak up. They didn't put nothing into Expensive Pain, which was his album, and then said, I can't drop another project for 9 months at the end of my contract after I made them hundreds of millions. How could anyone survive that? Most rappers can't speak because they depend on these companies. I don't. If I didn't have millions, I'd probably do something crazy. They're outsmarting young black kids, taking advantage and calling it business. Other artists speak up and tell the truth while you're winning and not when you're down." I don't know about outsmarting young black kids and taking advantage and calling it business. That is business. If you don't know what's going on in your contract, it is what it is. Know what you're doing in your contract.
And that's a lot of the situations, man. These people don't know what they're getting themselves in. Don't read their shit.
I get it. You're coming from the streets. You need the money badly, but don't put yourself in a position that's going to fuck you over down the line. It's like one-on-one business.
You've heard so many situations with artists with having troubles with labels. Learn from them, man. Be independent.
Not even independent. Just know what the fuck you're getting into if you want to go with a label.
Yeah.
Look at Young Dolph. Took his time. Said, I don't want to do this. He got offered $22 million. Said, nah.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out,
Because he knows that if he gets into a label like that, he's going to have some bullshit situation.
When you
can't drop music.
For business, if you're going to go, if you're going to go to a business deal, have leverage. Have something that you're bringing that they need to negotiate you with. If you're just coming there and you need money, you're in a fucked up situation, you need money, you signed, then
because they're gonna know what you want, so they're gonna give it to you, but screw you another.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, this guy's fucked. You need money, so he's gonna sign with us. Yeah. Yo Gotti talked about that too, because I'm doing Yo Gotti versus Young Dolph. Yo Gotti was like, he's like, I never complained about the label situations I was in. I fucked it up. I signed bad deals. He's like, it just is what it is. I own up to. I'm a grown man. He's like, and obviously if you're 16, 17. I want to sign to a label that young, man. I would take my time, even if you're blowing up on a record and the label comes to you.
Well, no, people just, I guess, think when they sign a label, man, I made my million.
Man, labels, especially
that's a credit of 1 million that's gonna screw you.
In today's time, man, you don't need labels, man. You got TikTok, you got all these social media platforms, you got YouTube. You can control your own shit, man. Your own narrative. I don't know why NBA Youngboy's pissed with Atlantic Records too. They took off his album. They took off his album from the charts because YouTube also deemed like violent, inappropriate, which I don't. There's a lot of rappers
like your job is to do music, drop music, and they're not letting you do that. Yeah. So what the fuck? Like,
of course. Back then, artists could get fucked because they didn't have a voice. Now you have your own social media. You can build your own audience. You can build everything off the back. The problem is, though, a lot of people don't want to put in the work. They don't want to do it the slow way that takes a lot more work, takes a lot more time. They don't want to do it that way. They want to automatically find success, sign with the label, and pop off, and everything's amazing.
And then they get themselves in this situation. So there you go.
I mean,
you signed up for
and anything, right? Joe Rogan, when he does the podcast, he's like, I built it from the ground up. Yeah, so many deals come through. He's like, I never took them. I didn't care. He's like, I just wanted to do the podcast. And then Spotify, when they came to him, they offered him hundreds of millions of dollars, and they let him choose on his terms what he wanted to do. It wasn't Spotify controlling everything. They said, listen, what do you want to do, Joe Rogan? Because we need you. We want you. And that they listened. They gave him hundreds of millions, which is, I believe the deal was like 150 million or some crazy number. And then they said, listen, we'll let you do it how you want to do it. Whatever you want to do.
Beautiful.
You control your content. Yeah, so that's how you go to, when you're going to a deal, you got to make sure you have the leverage, that you have the power for the most part, that they want you, they can't survive without you. That's what you got to do. So I don't know about outsmarting young black kids. That's not, business, they fuck everybody in business. Black, white, Asian, whatever the fuck. No, you get 100%. Fucked in business, period. I got fucked with my Studio 70. I own the content. I made sure in the deal, though, I own my content and they can't control it. That 100%. That's what I was focused on. They just didn't deliver on the sponsorships. That's all they didn't do, which I should have had in the contract. Hey, you need to deliver the sponsorships. I never had that. But I never got screwed on my content. They couldn't own nothing of mine. I made sure of that 100%. So, that's business, man. They're going to screw you any way they can. It definitely has nothing to do with, just specific. They're targeting specific people. I get it. I know what Meek Mill is trying to go at, but yeah, it could definitely just know what you're getting into. If you have a lot of interest on you, know that you got something going, and then leverage that. So
and money gonna come, man.
Yeah, money. If you chase money, you're obviously gonna get fucked.
You're chasing the wrong shit.